Sometimes there can be legitimate reasons why a control can't be put in place. And when this is the case, we can use compensating controls to reduce the risk to an acceptable level. If we lived in a perfect IT world where every company had unlimited resources and every system just worked together without any issues, we could implement all the perfect controls and live happily ever after. But that's not the case. Businesses don't have unlimited resources, and there are complicated business and technical restraints which prevent us from implementing the perfect controls. That's why we have compensating controls. They are alternate measures we put in place when the preferred control can't be implemented for any reason. A lot of questions in the CISA exam will mention businesses being small or not having enough budget for security. Often, some of the answers will simply be hire more people or implement the control anyway. And these are incorrect, as CISA wants you to consider the business situation and recommend appropriate controls based on it. A good example of this, which comes up a lot in the exam, is separation of duties, which is a preventive control where tasks are properly split up amongst employees to prevent a single employee from having end-to-end control over a process. And in a perfect world with unlimited money and resources, every business would do that. But a lot of businesses don't have enough employees to properly separate duties, so the same employee might be able to request and approve a transaction. In situations like this, we should introduce an appropriate compensating control to reduce the risk of error or fraud. A strong compensating control here is a periodic review by management, where a manager reviews a weekly report of all transactions where the same person both requested and approved and signs off that everything is valid. Another common reason for not being able to implement a control is legacy systems. Because they are so old, they are often not compatible with modern security features or controls. And we can't always just recommend to get rid of a legacy system because the business might rely heavily on it or not have enough money to upgrade it yet. So instead, we could compensate by placing the legacy system on an isolated network segment with strong perimeter controls. For your exam, you should understand that there are legitimate reasons a primary control can't be implemented, and compensating controls are the alternative controls that reduce the risk when a primary control is not possible.